So let's just settle. So for Anna, who's just kind of waking up and greeting the day, the rest of us are saying goodbye to the day that has been. So before we even start anything, maybe you could start contemplating something that may have happened today that perhaps you might feel a little bit of regret for. So just keep that in the back of the mind, and then let's just settle into our meditation posture. Feet flat on the ground if your feet are down, otherwise, nice, comfortable cross-legged position. Something under your sacrum to support you. Keep that pelvic bowl straight. Hands in the meditation mudra. Shoulders over the hips and the ears in line with the shoulders. Imagine your spine is a string of pearl of lights. String of lights. String of pearls made of light. And somebody's above the crown of your head, very gently lengthening your spine. Head is slightly tipped forward. The eyes are down, looking along the length of the nose. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Relax the jaw. Relax the mouth. Mouth can be slightly open. Let's just bring our attention to the crown of our head and relax the scalp and the forehead, the nose and the cheeks. And the jaw. Take our attention to the back of the head, relax the scalp. And just notice which part of your face relaxes yet again. It's amazing how much tension we hold in our face. Relax the ears and the temples, your neck and shoulders and the back, the throat, chest, and your belly, arms, hands, fingers, legs and the feet and your toes. So you're nicely relaxed, but your body is nicely aligned. So you relaxed, stable position. It's the best for meditating. Just very gently bring the mind to the breath. Notice the sensation of this cool air as you're breathing in, slightly warmer air as you're breathing out. If there's any sound in your environment, just allow those sounds to be there. Try not to engage or run off to investigate. And just allow any thoughts in your mind to arise, to abide, and to fall as we bring the people of our life to our mind. And we've been doing this for a few weeks now. So I'm wondering if any of those people in your life have changed places at all. Did a person who was once a stranger become a dear friend? And just bring to mind this idea that they're all equal. Whether they were a friend once and now an enemy, or whether they were a stranger once and now a friend, they haven't changed. Our perception of them has changed. They're all equal in this, in their wish to be happy, to constantly have happiness eluding them. They wish to be free from suffering and constantly encountering suffering. And they all have this amazing potential. All are equal. So we do this meditation tonight, this purification practice, for the sake of all the people in our life, and by extension, all living beings, and for ourselves as we move along the path. So now just bring to mind something that you regret. Maybe it was something with the speech. Maybe it's a habit you have to have these kind of negative self-talk discussions. And just feel a sense of regret. Regret is not guilt. Regret is more about taking responsibility. I did do this thing. I regret it. I'm going to try not to do it again. And the reason we regret is based on this logic of karma. Hello, Victor, welcome. We experience everything due to our past karma, our past actions. So having harmed others, we are going to necessarily experience some form of suffering in the future. And because we already know what suffering is and we don't want to invite any more of it into our life, it just creates problems, unhappiness, difficulties, causes obstacles to our practice, our development. So the logic is therefore to pull out these karmic seeds before they ripen into future suffering. And you think, I regret from the depths of my heart having harmed others with my body and my speech, broken my vows, because I do not want the future suffering. And then we also regret, so important to regret, our delusions. Somehow I think we always feel that delusions are something that not necessarily anything to do with us. They're just kind of there. But they are to do with us, and we can control them. And we can start by regretting all the anger, our attachment, and all the rest that are the cause of why we harm others. So then we think, what can I do about it? Who can I turn to? And we turn, in this case, to or rely upon the Buddha. We can see Guru Vajrasattva as a doctor who has the methods that we can use to purify. And it's not that we're relying upon him, that we need him to forgive us. What we want him to do is rely upon his methods to heal ourselves. So visualize Guru Vajrasattva is above the crown of your head, maybe about 2 inches. And you can imagine this is the mind of your Lama, your teacher, your guru, manifesting in this way for your benefit. And you can imagine he's made of blissful, radiant, white light, sitting in a cross-legged position, a full Vajra position on a white lotus. Oh, in our picture, it's multicolored lotus. It doesn't matter. And you can imagine that he's wearing this beautiful, princely, royal robes made of silk and jewels, floating in the wind. There's this beautiful face, patient, radiant. These lotus-like eyes are peaceful and full of love and compassion for us. His mouth is very sweet and red. His hair is black and held up in a top knot. His arms are crossed at his heart, the left underneath the right. The left is holding a bell representing wisdom. The right is holding a vajra, which represents the indestructibility of compassion, and their being crossed represents the union of these two, which symbolizes enlightenment itself, the development of infinite wisdom and infinite compassion. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I am enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. So this is just a little section here about developing compassion. So in order to develop compassion, we need to rely upon others. So those sentient beings we have harmed and those who have harmed us. So bring to mind perhaps a sentient being you've harmed, a person or an animal, insect, and develop compassion for them. And then also think of someone who's harmed you And because of the harm they've caused you, the unhappiness they've caused you, the distress they've caused you, they will necessarily experience suffering in the future. So you can feel compassion for them because of this. I think I must purify for all the sake of all the sentient beings, the people in my life. So the next is the power of the remedy. This is the medicine, the actual doing of the practice. So first of all, we purify our body. So Guru Vajrasattva very compassionately sends powerful white nectar, quite strongly, forcefully from his heart, and it arcs around, pours into you through the crown of your head, fills you up completely, and eventually forces out of the lower orifices all the negativities of your body in the form of inky liquid. And this pours out and disappears into space, not one atom left as you recite the mantra. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Dida Mebowa Sutokaya Mebowa Supokaya Mebowa Anarakta Mebowa Sawasidi Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutta Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Sattva A Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Dida Mebowa Sutokaya Mebowa Supokaya Mebowa Anarakta Mebowa Sawasidi Mempi Yata Sawa Kama Sutta Me Siddham Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Sattva A Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Dida Mebowa Sutokaya Mebowa Supokaya Mebowa Anarakta Mebowa Sawasidi Mempi Yata Sawa Kama Sutta Me Siddham Shriyam Kuruhum Ha Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Sattva A Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Dida Mebowa Sutokaya Mebowa Supokaya Mebowa Anarakta Mebowa Sawasidi Mempe Yata Sawa Kama Sutta Me Siddham Shriyam Kuruhum Ha Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Sattva A Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Dida Mebowa Sutokaya Mebowa Supokaya Mebowa Anarakta Mebowa Sawasidi Mempe Yata Sawa Kama Sutta Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Sattva A Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Dida Mebowa Sutokaya Mebowa Supokaya Mebowa Anarakta Mebowa Sawasidi Mempe Yata Sawa Kama Sutta Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Sattva A Om Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Dida Mebowa Sutokaya Mebowa Supokaya Mebowa Anarakta Mebowa Sawasidi Mempe Yata Sawa Kama Sutta Me Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Sattva A Om Pe. So feel really delighted that the harm that you have done to others with your body is now completely purified, and think there is no way you could do anything other than be of benefit now to others with your body. How amazing. So the next is a purification of the speech. And so imagine Guru Vajrasattva sends powerful nectar from his heart chakra and arcs around, again, quite forcefully enters your crown, filling your entire body, this time forcing up to the top of your body all the negativity of your speech, and it overflows and disappears into space, not one atom left. So you can imagine that all the gossip and the harsh speech and the useless speech and the lying, talking badly about others behind their back, getting others to agree with you, all of this is purified by the powerful nectar filling you and overflowing. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Dida Mebowa Sutokaya Mebowa Supokaya Mebowa Anarakta Mebowa Sawasidi Mempe Yata Sawa Kama Sutta Me Siddham Shriyam Kuruhum Ha Ha Ho Bhagavan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Maha Samaya Sattva A Om Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dinapatita Dida Mebowa Sutokaya Mebowa Supokaya Mebowa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutame Sidam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dira Meboa Stokaya Meboa Supakaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasini Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutame Sidam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dira Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutame Sidam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dira Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutame Sidam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dira Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutame Sidam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dira Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutame Sidam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe. So again, feel so happy that your speech is now completely purified. And imagine it's not possible to do anything other than be of benefit now to others with your speech, with your voice. So the next is the purification of the mind. And imagine Guru Vajrasattva very compassionately sends powerful beams of light this time from his heart chakra. And this arcs around and enters your crown, filling your entire being. So in the same way as when you walk into a room and switch on a light, the darkness is instantly dispelled by that light. So too, the darkness of the negativity of your mind, instantly dispelled by the light when it hits your heart. So all the attachment and the neediness and the anger, the jealousy, depression, resentment, and grudges and bitterness, all these kind of really heavy emotions cause so much harm, all instantly dispelled, not one item left upon contact with the light. Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dida Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dida Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dira Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dira Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta Meboa Sawasidi Mimpi Yata Sawa Kama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sawa Tata Gata Vajramame Mutta Vajrabawa Mahasamaya Sattva Ahum Pe Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dina Patita Dira Meboa Sutokaya Meboa Supokaya Meboa Anarakta me bawa sawa sidi me piyata sawa kama sutame sitam shriyam guruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita dila me bawa sutokaya me bawa supokaya me bawa Anarakta me bawa sawa sidi me piyata sawa kama sutame sitam shriyam guruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita dila me bawa sutokaya me bawa supokaya me bawa Anarakta me bawa sawa sidi me piyata sawa kama sita me sitam shriyam guruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe. So again, be delighted that all your delusions, which are the source of our own suffering, the cause of why we harm others with our body and our speech, are totally purified. They're gone. And think that there's no space in your heart now for anything other than love and kindness and forgiveness and wisdom and bliss and compassion. So the next is the purification of the imprints of negative energy of the body and the speech and the mind. So again, as we normally do, just visualize as the light and the nectar comes from Guru Vajrasattva's heart. You can either visualize the previous 3 visualizations of the body, speech, and mind, or you can just visualize nectar and light. Just imagine the nectar and the light pouring into you and filling you and completely eradicating even the subtlest imprints of negative energy from the mind. Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita dida mebawa sutokaya mebawa supokaya mebawa anarakta mebawa sawasidi mempiyata sawa kama sutame sitam shriyam guruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita dida mebawa sutokaya mebawa supokaya mebawa Anarakta me bawa sawa sidi me piyata sawa kama sutame sitam shriyam guruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita dida me bawa sutokaya me bawa supokaya me bawa Anarakta me bawa sawa sidi me piyata sawa kama sutame sitam shriyam guruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita dira me bawa sutokaya me bawa supokaya me bawa anarakta me bawa sawa sidi me piyata sawa kama sutame sitam shriyam guruhum ha ha ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita dida me bawa sutokaya me bawa supokaya me bawa anarakta me bawa sawa sidi me piyata sawa kama sutame sitam shriyam guruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita dida me bawa sutokaya me bawa supokaya me bawa Anarakta me bawa sawa sidi me piyata sawa kama sutame sitam shriyam guruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe Vajrasattva samaya manupalaya Vajrasattva dina patita dida me bawa sutokaya me bawa supokaya me bawa Anarakta me bawa sawa sidi me piyata sawa kama sutame sitam shriyam guruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan Sawa tata gata vajra mame mutsa vajra bawa maha samaya sattva ahum pe. Now feel that you're completely purified, not one atom of negativity left in your mind stream. Even the subtlest obscurations to omniscience have been removed. So the 4th step in the purification process, this is a really crucial step of making a decision to try not to harm, to refrain from harming. So we just have to flick on a switch decide, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be like this anymore. And then just kind of hone in on that thing. Take it apart. Pull out an element and decide, this element I will refrain from. Maybe it's a particular word. Maybe you're a little bit sarcastic. Whatever it is we do, whatever this thing is we do, we just try maybe 5 seconds, 50 seconds, overnight. Just make a decision. I will refrain from this thing. So just work on maybe just one thing between now and tomorrow. It's having sort of a little tiny mini project like this, making a decision, gives us the courage to try and change. And Guru Vajrasattva, imagine, is delighted with us, wanting to merge with your mind. He melts into white light and absorbs into you through the crown of your head, and you think, my Guru's body, speech and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech and mind, and my own body, speech and mind are the same thing. LAMA YESHE used to call this union oneness. So LAMA YESHE recommends we meditate on the emptiness of the 3 circles. In emptiness, there is no I, the creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma, and there is no negative karma created. So place your mind in that emptiness at whatever level you understand it for a moment. And we think of all phenomena as empty. They do not exist from their own side. So let's just finally dedicate all the merit, all this incredible positive energy that you've created by doing this purification for all living beings, all the people in our life. Think, may all the virtuous karma I've created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. So let's just do our long life prayers. And for His Holiness Lama, the wish-granting, wish-fulfilling jewel, source of every single benefit and happiness in this world, to the incomparably kind Tenzin Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. For Lama Zopa Rinpoche, you uphold the subduer's moral way, who serves the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjunath's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers, honoring the 3 jewels, save of myself and others, your disciples, please live long. Lama Ursel, Venerable One, to you whose kindness exceeds that of all the conquerors, for those wanderers in far-off places, especially the West, mindful of your loving concern for us in intentionally descending again into a family of a far distant land, we make this request. O Lama, please live long. And for Geshe Sherab, beloved teacher leading your students toward wisdom and compassion, explaining through exacting discernment the steps of the graduated path, you are the unequaled guide. Please live a long and stable life. Gone like a dream, yet again, another day, another Vajrasattva. But I'm so grateful to all of you. I get to practice with you every night, well, most nights this week. So thank you so much, everyone. And for all of you Americans out there, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I wish you all the very best. And have a wonderful time with your family. And if your families are difficult, practice keeping one's mouth closed. There you go. Yeah, zip your lips and you'll be the most popular person in the room.
Thank you so much.
Don't cause any trouble now. Okay.